Baby, we are back. The boys are back. Welcome. Don't Be Sour, episode 101.
Woo!
Man, last episode I filmed was with Taylor like the week right after the wedding. So it has been over 2 months since a pod. People have been like pitchforking. Like all the comments are just like, where's Don't Be Sour? I feel like this podcast it's like a service to the people. I feel that we provide value that is unmeasurable.
I think it's just like for us to hang out.
I'm thinking about all the comments on the politics stuff about Joe, and then all the financial comments about you giving advice.
I don't give advice. I give deep knowledge of personal
The
growth.
people want to be upset about something. We're giving them something to be upset about.
There you go.
There you go.
That's what Joe's for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome back, guys. I don't know. I thought I was going to retire this thing at 100 because I was like, go out on 100. That's a good number to go out because once you cross over 100, what do you do?
Bro, I'm not going to lie. I think your peak has just happened. So wedding, everything, like the next 100 episodes will definitely not be as...
What are you talking about?
You don't think so?
Like peak
are we committing to another 100?
100. Here's the big
150. 250 be the next mile marker.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Here's
that's a lot.
Yeah, the big problem is because now I rely on y'all to continue it because I'm always down.
We're available.
Yeah, but Joe lives 45 minutes away.
Excuse me? We live 45 minutes away.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about.
Yes.
A whole bunch to talk about. What do you want to start with?
Start with that.
What do we say?
Hold on. I got to get something out of the way. I was right. Everyone else was wrong. Trump's back in 7 days. We're good.
Wait.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
Did anything that you say that people were like, that's not going to happen, did it happen? Or you just happened to say that Trump was going to win and he won?
No, that's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
How do you think it's going to impact America?
I think it's great. God. It already is. Markets are up. Companies, all the big CEOs are saying they're more fucking bullish on the market right now than they've ever been.
Okay, outside of the stock market.
Everyone that I've talked to feels good about it. Besides, like, occasionally.
Year ended up coming up pretty good for us.
Yeah.
Alpha did better than I thought it was going to do this year.
You think that was because of Trump?
I don't know.
I don't think that was because of Trump, but I think we're good. I think we're going to see a good 4 years.
This clothing is phenomenal, okay?
Honestly, dude, I'm not even that stoked on Trump. I'm just happy that we don't have to see Kamala for fucking 4 years. I pray that she's done. I pray that she's gone forever. I feel like she might come back, but I'm praying that if I never have to hear that, I'm good the rest of my life.
How come they should do a new thing where whoever wins the presidency, the other main elect becomes the vice president?
That would not
be good at all. Yeah.
Yeah, but I understand Republicans, Democrats, different views, but it's about coming together. It's like a circle, and
it's like a circle.
Why don't they join forces?
No, I think we're good though. Now we don't have to talk about politics for 3.5 years.
Okay, one quick thing.
Yeah.
What do you predict is going to happen? Let's see if Joe can do this, or Christian as well. You're into politics. What do you think is going to happen in the next 4 years? What is the biggest thing that's going to happen with Trump in office?
Want me to go?
Sure.
I think the immigration thing is going to change a lot. I think you're going to stop seeing like cities overwhelmed by illegal immigrants and shutting down schools and shit to fill it with fucking tents and stuff. I think that goes away pretty quick.
What do you think what do you think because that happens, what's going to be?
I think we may have a workforce problem in the U.S. I mean, I think as much as we like want to be like, oh, we don't want any more illegal immigrants, a lot of companies take advantage of labor. So we may have a crisis with a labor problem.
Okay.
But also, I don't want to get deep into it, but I do think a lot of like Americans are like, oh, there's no jobs out there. Like all the illegals are taking our jobs. But also those are like, I don't think a lot of these people want to work. I think there's a lot of Americans that do not want to work that are totally fine being on welfare that then complain like, oh, I'm only on welfare because I can't get a job because the illegals took it. We're going to find out. We're going to see what happens.
Okay.
I don't know.
Christian, what do you think?
Bitcoin's going to keep going up?
No, I think Bitcoin's coming back to 50. I think it will break 100 in the next 4 years, but I do think it'll come back to 50 before it breaks 100.
Yeah,
I hope not.
I'm not going to lie. I've been thinking about investing some.
I mean, why not?
A little late to the party.
No, it's not, bro.
Dude.
I just bought some like 94K. I bought a little extra. Now I had to watch it go from 30 up to there. I own one.
When it went to 50, everyone's like, oh, it's going to 100. And I think at that point I was like, I think it's going to come back down. And it came all the way back down to like 20 something for a while. And then it went up to
70 something right now.
It always comes back
it's
down
like 90,
and then it
94.
rebounds back. Yeah.
Here's what you got to do, okay? It's dollar cost averaging I own like almost 2 Bitcoin. I don't own that much Bitcoin. Okay. But what I do is you just put a number, whatever it is, could be daily, weekly, monthly, $50, $100, 1,000, but whatever the number is. And whether it be the dollar amount and then daily, weekly, or monthly, and you just set it to auto, whether it's up, whether it's down, you're just automatically buying. You're not even thinking about it, right? And you're just catching the averages. When it dips, you're buying. When it's up, you're buying. It doesn't matter because you're averaging, dollar cost averaging. That's what I do.
I don't know if you can do that with Bitcoin.
Why?
It's so volatile.
You can milk anything with nipples.
I agree. Like that's a great idea with like gold and things like that are slow growers, but with Bitcoin, like it goes to 90 grand, then 20 grand, then 80 grand. I mean, I get you're averaging it out, but like your average may end up at 60 and it may end up at 15 grand.
Hey, speaking of investing, a big topic we got to get on is I sold sour strips, so that's kind of a big deal.
Yep.
But ever since selling sour strips, I've been getting hit up I've been going to these meetings, these like wealth managers and stuff. But in my head, I'm like, yeah, but if you just like put it in the market over time and like average in and put it into the S&P and you get some bonds and you get some, I don't know, you do a little bit of diversify.
Lots of ways to skin a cat. Ooh, I feel weird saying that now.
Ooh,
Big
you
cat
can't.
guy.
A lot of ways
I've never heard that saying.
A lot of ways to skin a Simba.
I've never heard that saying.
That's not the saying, is it?
I don't think so.
There's a lot of ways to
Skin a goat or something.
maybe not.
Are you
cat.
stupid?
Is it skin a cat?
right?
Yeah.
I've never heard that in my life. Why do you want to skin a cat?
Now I don't.
It's just saying there's other ways to do stuff.
No,
Like,
I know, but why'd you pick a
you
cat?
could skin a cat with with your
you could-
fingernails.
why is it not
yeah,
skin a
but
dog?
let's not skin cats. You know,
Would you feel weird if I was there's a lot of ways to skin a dog?
skin a doodle.
Well, I'd be weird because that's not the saying.
I feel like you pick a different animal than a cat.
How have you never heard that?
I've never heard that. I've heard there's a lot of different ways to skin an animal.
you guys
I have heard that
dissect it?
said. I've
Yeah,
never heard a cat.
we're not talking about the literal ways to
No,
skin
I
an animal.
get that. I'm just saying. I don't think it's
Did you
okay.
guys dissect a cat? I did.
No.
No.
The
I
fuck?
did. I did.
We did like a rat.
Texas State University cat.
Did you know I never made it? I never took chemistry my entire life. I never made it past biology. I took biology 2, and then when I went to college, I took biology 2.
I only made it to chemistry.
I never did.
Yeah, I did chemistry.
My teacher literally told me that I wasn't good at math and that I should just do the next level of biology and not go to chemistry.
I did what was like the special, let's say special, but what was the stupid kid chemistry thing?
I think it's biology.
No, it was called something different. It was like pre-something. It was like the
Pre-chem,
dumb
pre-chem.
chem. Yeah, it was like the dumb
Oh,
chem.
maybe
Pre-chem.
that's
Hey,
the one I got to.
No,
Yeah.
Oh, pre-chem. You can still get pregnant.
Yeah,
with
we were
that.
like mixing like food dyes and stuff. We were like 17 years old, like fucking, yeah.
I want everyone to listen. That was a good.
That was a good one. Yeah.
What?
That was.
Wait, what'd you say?
Don't worry about it.
I didn't hear it. I got it.
Actually, speaking of chemistry, I've heard that organic chemistry in college is like one of the hardest classes just in general.
Yeah.
One of my buddies was planning. Okay, one of my buddies. Okay, Daryl the dentist. One of like in the circle of those worlds. Another friend wanted to be an orthodontist.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna be an orthodontist. Daryl's gonna be a dentist. I'm gonna be an orthodontist. He went to college for an orthodontist. Took organic chemistry, failed. Tried it again, failed. I think he tried it a third time, failed.
Bro, F that.
And he goes, I'm not being an orthodontist more. And now he's like,
You have to do that to be an orthodontist?
you have to go through organic chemistry, and apparently it's like really hard.
I made it to like the pre-chem, pre-calculus, pre-cal.
I didn't do that.
Yeah, I didn't make it to calculus, so.
Okay, topic number 1.
Let's go.
I sold sour strips.
Yep.
Bam. Sour strips.
In the last episode we were on, we were like at when the camera shut off. That's what we were talking about. We were like, "Holy shit!
Yeah.
God, you're gonna do it."
So the Hershey company has acquired 100% of sour, I guess of actual candy, which owns sour strips. But yeah, that all happened. So I'll give you kind of cliff notes.
Happened quick.
It did happen quick.
Quick.
Well, here's the thing: is like I've been in kind of contact like over time, right? But it was like just a random kind of communication with people at Hershey's. But it was never like it wasn't like, hey, we want to buy your company. It was just like just a casual conversation. So I never really thought anything of it. Like I didn't wake up and be like, oh, I wonder if they're gonna call me back. And then yeah, it all happened when we went to for my birthday, right? So basically, I turned 35 on September 9th, and then 2 days later, on September 11th, I was in New York, and I had a meeting with someone at Hershey's, and then like from that moment on, 2 months later, the company was sold. I mean,
That's wildly fast.
it was so fast.
I feel like normally companies need to go through like almost a year of like getting all their shit together to sell.
Well, I tell you, man.
You're tidy. You got it all cleaned
Well,
up.
no, but I'm not, right? So when you when you sell, like you go through a thing called due diligence where like the company basically like they see an outside perspective of what the company's doing, like what you've said online, maybe what numbers like you've put out in the world and what data they can pull. But they like try to they peel back the layers like an ogre, right? And they try to like figure out like, is the company actually as healthy as they say it is? Are you know, is it like to shit, right? So they basically have to ask you like 150, 200 questions of like really specific questions about the company, you know, how you run the business, like financials. You're pulling all these documents that I had to like look up. It made me realize like how unorganized I was, right? Because I just never needed all this stuff. And then, yeah, we came to a close on November. When was the election? November.
Shit, I don't know. 12th,
12th,
11th,
11th.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, closed shortly after the election.
Yeah.
Right after the wedding, right? Like,
yeah.
how that
No, it was like 2
No,
weeks after
no,
the
it
wedding.
was like it was in
2 weeks
November.
after the wedding?
Yeah, like mid-November or early November. It was like the 8th or
But
something.
they were trying to get him to close before the wedding.
Yeah. Well, it was like already like a super like short timeline, but then like some delays came up like as you kind of imagine they would, but it's kind of wild. Yeah, now I am no longer the owner of the brand. I still work. I still do. I still am like leading the vision of the brand for the next like foreseeable future. So like my day to day, honestly, at the moment is like the exact same. Like nothing has really changed. But over the next couple months, years, like it's going to be really cool to see like a powerhouse like Hershey's to really implement like what they do best. And like
You're going to see it everywhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that was always like what I've been saying on YouTube forever. I was like, my goal is to get this into the gas station that's 20 miles to the next gas station, like the random one. So it's kind of wild.
Congrats, bro.
Thanks, man. It's really cool. But now, like,
You should start playing golf and shit.
I was going to say something else happened. So now that Max
He has
is
clubs.
a rich white man,
Yeah, I'm not
he
going to
is
see him
now
anymore.
playing golf.
Fuck.
To be fair, I haven't played in a while, but he ordered clubs.
I did.
It's the first step.
Heidi goes up to me. She goes, "Don't start playing golf." I'm like, "I'm not."
That happens to everyone.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen to me. So I feel like I'm like saying, you guys are leaving. You're gonna live further away now. You're gonna be golfers.
I haven't golfed,
gonna-
dude. I fucked up my hand, and I don't know
You
if I
don't,
can
you don't
golf.
gotta work.
I gotta
We gotta work over here.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I still need to figure out, like, I'm trying to figure out what my life is going to look like after I maybe, I don't know, in like the distant future when, I've kind of like let the reins go.
Start a business or what?
Honestly, if I'm predicting here, probably like real estate. I could see you.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
everyone's like natural, because that's like something like real estate's one of those things like if you have money, you can make money in it. So like now that you have money, you can make money.
You don't know how much I have.
My point is that like that's an easy. You don't have to work every day. Like you go buy up some land and start doing like commercial real estate and stuff, and at least get some kind of cash flow. I think for you, it's no longer about like, oh, I need to make X amount a year. Now it's just going to turn into like, I'm bored and I want to do something
buy a ranch.
productive.
I did. I bought 5 acres. That's some other big stuff that's
That's
happening.
not a ranch.
What is the definition of a ranch?
I mean, like with a ton of animals,
say,
you
like,
got to take care of them.
500 acre
Nick
minimum,
Bear just
250.
bought
Yeah,
a ranch. It's like
that-
200 acres.
His
I would say
gym
that's a
there
ranch.
was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lie. Yeah, that's.
Well, he's not going to live out there. It's just going to be like the ranch because he just built a house.
That's what I would do. Maybe I'm a weird.
Damn.
Maybe I'm a weird guy.
Killing it.
But if I had money, I'm 250 acres, getting the fuck out of
I'm
here.
going to
I want-
Yellowstone.
Yeah, like I'm like secluded. I don't want anything around me. I don't want neighbors.
Yeah, I thought about doing that, but I wanted to be close to people. So
I want to be able to walk out my back door and shoot a gun and not have to worry about hitting anything. That's my definition of a ranch. A ranch is you can go to the middle of it and shoot in any direction and not have to worry about hitting anything else.
Joe's like, I just
I don't
want
know much land you
be
need
able
for
to
that,
go out
but-
there just butt naked with my
Yeah.
wiener shining in the sun and no one giving me a charge.
That's what I want.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you should worry about what you're gonna do. Even though I think if I were you, I'd probably be like, "What the fuck am I gonna do?" But I think you should enjoy it for a bit, bro.
Well, I think we're going to see Dad Max here pretty soon.
Yeah, we're trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the next phase. We're try to start a family, which is kind of like weird timing. How like the company got sold right when I'm trying to start a family, and that's when ideally I'm trying to be as like present as possible and not be so tied up in work and still have like projects going on. But it's almost like I feel like serendipitous of timing because now I have the ability to like, focus on my family, spend, not have to like leave all the time to go, put out fires at work and stuff. I'm sure there'll still be like issues, but I don't know what the future's going to hold, man. That shit's crazy.
You gonna start powerlifting again?
Hell no.
It's like, I'm not working out anymore. I'm
No,
done.
but well, speaking of that, like it's like one of my goals in 25. What are with the new year? New year, new episode, 2025, right?
Yeah,
now, when you're
yeah.
watching this, what's like some stuff that you like want to accomplish in 25? Now, Christian, wait before you start. You're big on setting goals,
Yeah.
but then you already said you're not going to do some of the goals. You going to follow through with all the goals you already put out?
I don't know. I don't know that answer to the original 10 because it's like right now I'm still working on like to hit 4 of them.
Okay.
So then I'm gonna open up the.
Well, just don't say things you're not going to commit to.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna say for this year, like
Yeah.
this year goals, be the healthiest version I've ever been.
I like that.
Getting close every day, closer.
Wait. I want to dive into each one. Like, so what does that mean?
Be the most mobile, healthiest gut, healthiest blood work. I want to be the maintaining the leanest physique I've ever had, like impressively lean. I want to take off my shirt and people are like, damn, he's like, he could do a show or something if you want, And then
Wait, did you go get any like health reports?
yeah,
that you're
I got
was
like
bad?
7 vials of blood taken for this like new
hated that?
training thing. Yeah, bro, it was a lot. It was a lot. But some things are like kind of far off. Some things are like my cortisol's super low. Just some things I need to so I'm taking all this new supplementation and stuff to kind of combat that, and doing a lot more new training styles and stuff.
Why do you think your health like went down? Like what?
From the burnout years. It's like recovering from that. So
Like lack of sleep?
lack of sleep, stress, coming off of Adderall, cold turkey, that had an impact. Getting my energy back, my natural energy and stuff. Like I still don't have it back. It's still kind of fried, I think.
Wait, Joe, do you know what cold turkey means, or is you heard like cold rhinoceros or something?
Cold rhinoceros. I got that one.
Okay,
You don't want to stop cold rhinoceros. It's hard.
So yeah, bro, that health number 1, 2 is getting Alphalete, which like in a healthy. It's like next year, 2025 is going to be the rebuild year where it's like I would say we just rebuilt, but now it's going to be like the stabilizing year will be this coming year. Be sure we have healthy margin. Be sure everything's like we have common goals all the employees are working towards to get their bonuses and things like that based off of the company health. So that's exciting. We got that in play. We hired our president, hired our internal HR. So like Alphate's going to start feeling a lot smoother.
So what is your role look like in 25 that is different than 24?
For Alphalete, really working with the media and the marketing team instead of like focusing so much on the fires. It's going to be like I'll be in front a lot more, which will be good. Mm-hmm. It's like the less stressed version of me, but the more present.
Bro, do you remember like Christian circa, 2018, 19, 20 of just like, when was the last time you still aren't like laying it out like, oh, I need a 1/4 inch here. I need to like lay the tape measure.
No, I
up?
still do that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, you were like,
It's just now I get, I still do that. I still do it all the time.
Doing this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the difference of like where you're at now, like I feel like mentally with the business versus like a couple years ago. Obviously when you're building Alpha Land, that's like a whole different version. We don't talk about him, but like even before, it's like you were just like so in it. I feel like you have more balance. You have more people in place, like procedures.
Well, yeah, it's crazy because like though back then, 2018, 2019, it feels like anything I did was just like that were also the years where like YouTube was popping, views were there. So anything I put out would just sell. Mm-hmm. Very, very well. And it's like now 5 years later, it's taking more effort, but it's more rewarding. So it's like we have more people working on it, more staff. It's just a lot more that goes into it for this, like the same output than it used to be. It used to be like, just came kind of easy, and now it's like coming harder. But now I've got the layers in there to kind of be sure, like, I don't know, I feel like I've built a good base this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're also more worried about yourself now, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's like 2018, it was like, oh, you got to stay up for 144 hours to get this thing done. You're like, okay, fuck it, I don't care.
But made a shit
Now
ton,
I
made
feel
a shit
like-
ton of money though.
Yeah, but now I feel like you'd be like, that's not good for me. Like,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we got health,
Health,
Alphaland.
Alphalete, get the gym to 5,000 members. That's
right,
a goal
okay.
of mine.
What do you at?
We're at a little over 3,000. But
You're
we
gonna
gained
squeeze 2,000 more people in there?
We gained 1,400 net this year, and 85% of those were from natural walk-ins. So now that we're going to build a sales team, like of some really good people, I think we can hit, another 2,000.
I see like
net.
every day I'm working out, I see tours happening.
Yeah.
Daily.
But like that department's not even like, we haven't even like thrown like the lighter fluid on that yet. Like it's about to get real efficient. Like we haven't even started running ads. We haven't done any of that. So I think that we can get easily 2,000 net. So then Alphalete will stabilize there, or Alphaland.
Couldn't you like? I mean, I don't know if this would be a shady tactic, but like, couldn't you just like look up other gyms in the area? Then you find people that have tagged those gyms, like they're working out at those gyms, and then you basically just target those specific people because you know that they're around the area, you know that they're at another gym. Instead of trying to just like have them stumble across Alphaland, you're almost like, you can almost like pick them out. You can be like, oh, y'all are a gym, you don't know about this one. Let me put some ads in your direction.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try that with like Facebook and Instagram ads first. But yeah, I think that's definitely the plan.
You should do like a local news.
No one watches the local news.
Sure they do.
Young kids that are working out are not watching the local news.
Trying to find out if school's closed.
Maybe. Snow day.
Okay.
In Houston.
What about in your personal life with Heidi?
With Heidi, we're trying to, I mean, I don't want to put pressure on having the kid, but we're definitely trying for that.
Yeah.
So that's a huge one. Get moved into the new house and get comfortable there. That's a new one. That's a goal.
Are y'all really gonna have chickens?
Yeah.
Or is that like one of those things like you like talk about?
No,
but
that's
No, they have a whole coop.
That's
coop.
for sure.
Coop.
Yeah.
I didn't know chickens, right? First of all, chickens is a type of bird. Okay,
Yeah.
there's the hen and the rooster. Okay,
Yeah.
that cock. Did you know that chickens just like they lay one egg every day? Some can lay two, but like they just lay an egg
Yeah.
every single day, but only when I don't need to explain how babies make it work. But like only when it's fertilized by the rooster does it become a fertilized egg.
So if I get 5 chickens, does one have to be a rooster or 2?
I mean, technically, you don't need a rooster.
Yeah,
They would just produce eggs.
You don't want fertilized eggs. Fertilized eggs, you don't eat those.
Yeah,
But if you're just using your chickens for eggs, you don't even
get
need
a
a
bunch of
rooster.
hens.
Yeah.
you just get a bunch of little chicks, and they
I was
turn
like, we're
into.
gonna get like 3 to 5 hens.
So you get like 5 to 7 eggs a day.
Perfect.
Now, if you want chicks, but you just go buy more chicks,
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you actually need a rooster. I don't know if maybe it's like a good thing for the hens to have it around. Like they need a man around. I don't know. Like, is there a reason? Do you need a
Hens don't need no rooster. Okay.
Do you need like if you have 5 hens? Do you need one rooster, or can you just have hens and like when they die, you just go buy more chicks and put more? Like do you?
That is my question.
I'm
Yeah, I
not a
don't
farmer,
know.
but I believe that would be like.
Yeah, but there's always a rooster. You always have that fucking cockadoodle-doo little asshole at 6 a.m. in the morning. Every time I know someone with chickens, they have one rooster.
So the chickens would be strictly for egg producing purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Would they ever?
Christian's not fucking chopping their heads off.
I need some chicken breasts.
Yeah. I mean, that's something you have to deal
Skin
with.
the
though.
chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if? Okay, what are you gonna do when you're just like, oh man, like I'm kind of out of the phase of eating wanting eggs every day, but now I just had this abundance of eggs just keep coming. Like, what do you do with them?
Just let them out.
Give them parents, yeah.
Just you're gonna be like side of the road, like Christian's free eggs. It's gonna be like,
Something you got to think about. You kind of need protection though. So our friend Alex has a farm and he has chickens, and like the raccoons fucking murder the chick. They like go in there and like rip their heads off.
It'll
and
be a
shit.
whole ass like
Yeah.
secured.
So then it's like, so he bought a donkey because the donkeys protect, I guess naturally they're protective animals. So his donkey now protects the chickens.
the donkey.
Yeah, apparently donkeys like won't let things fuck with other animals. That's why a lot of times you see cows, they'll have like one donkey in the field because apparently donkeys will like keep the coyotes and stuff away. Apparently donkeys
is
are
a
fucking mean.
donkey
I don't
gonna-
know, but a lot of farmers have donkeys for protection. I was wondering like why is there always one donkey with the cows, and it's apparently
I
because the
wouldn't
donkeys
think
are
a
mean.
donkey would protect.
No, apparently they're mean as hell. Yeah, I don't know. It's a thing. But yeah, you're going to need to think about that because otherwise raccoons are going to murder your chickens.
Joe, what's your goals? Are you done with your goals?
3D, fuck.
Yeah, dude,
I
what's
forget-
going on with 3D?
Well, I want to
Yeah.
I want to talk about the goals, and then we can dive into like.
Oh yeah, cool.
So like, what's a goal 3D or like?
Oh, goal 3D is to, I mean, I have a revenue goal, but really just successfully launch the rebrand cans and get them into like, by mid 2025, I want to have more 3D in more places than I ever had before. That's a good goal.
Okay. All right, we're gonna come back to some of these topics. Joe, what goals you got?
Live.
Nice.
That's it.
Nice.
What?
No, I don't know. I'm just working a lot, so I don't know. Work stuff. I'd like to
update
come
the
back to
people.
YouTube, but that'll.
Joe, the other
you
day.
know what though?
What?
Trump's back. I'll come back. When he's in office, I'll post a video. That's my new logic. Buy some cars. I really don't have any like crazy goals for the year.
Do you think you'll keep your car
You know what?
all year?
Probably. I don't know if there's anything else out there that I want. I'll go into the health thing. I've recently, so there's no gyms in Fulshire. If you wanted to help out with that, that'd be cool. I'm actually thinking about, I got an ad for F45. And that made me think.
You doing F45?
Well, it's in the mornings. But that made me think.
Joe
that,
just doing medicine ball like tosses?
No, this is something that I brought up a while back, but it's like, even when I'm like the most working out I am, I'm not healthy. I'm just like, I lean out a little bit and I'm lifting weights, but I'm not like, I think same with y'all. You can run and stuff, but a lot of these guys that like look like they're really in shape, like if they actually had to like do something physical, they're out of breath in 2 seconds.
7:15 mile.
Okay.
Bitch.
Now, but like think about like 4 year ago, Christian.
Yeah,
If I-
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like I need to start like either like playing basketball once a week. I need to do something to like move around. So I feel like maybe the F45 would keep me like.
Well, there's like different levels of like health, right? There's cardiovascular. Like,
I think I want to focus on
endurance
that
training.
this year. I think I want to focus on like moving around. I feel like it's like one of those like if you don't use it, you lose it kind of things.
It's like the mobility branch.
Yeah,
And then
like-
the cardio branch and then the lifting branch.
Like I can't tell you the last time I was like jumped more than fucking on a curb.
Well, what you should do is have like, you should have like a goal that you want to work towards. Like not just like, oh, I want to be more like mobile or like I want to be able to not run out of breath. It's like, what is the goal? Like, hey, I want to run a marathon. Like, how can I work towards that? Or like, hey, I want to like, you should have a goal that you set that the things that like need to happen for you to really like crush that event or that thing you want to do.
I don't think I have one of those.
It could be like someone's like, oh, I want to do 5 pull-ups or something. Or
You
like,
know what?
kind
I
of
used to be
hard
able
with
to do-
mobility though, because like
Well, I used to be able to do flat ground backflips. I would like to do that again before I'm too old. I think that's my goal. Just be able to rip a backflip wherever. Like we're going in the movie theater, I just pull a backflip.
yeah, but in one day, bro, we could go to the tumble gym and in one day you could have it back. You already know how to do it.
Yeah.
One day.
I don't know. I think I just want to be more like active and stuff. I think a lot of times now I go to the gym, I'll lift weights, then I go home and that's it. I'm not running. I'm not, maybe I do like a 5-minute jog to warm up, but like I'm not, like right now if you say, hey, let's go play a full court basketball game, I'm probably throwing up after 5 minutes. Like there's no fucking way. Which I used to be able to like, I could play basketball all day, I could do whatever. Now I'm like, I feel like I'm getting old. I feel like the age thing's finally catching up where I'm like, shit, I should probably. So F45 might be my thing this year. Maybe
That'd
like
be
2 days a week, not every
That'd be
day.
crazy. Joe's gonna be like, yeah, I do
Yeah,
F45.
it's funny 'cause
I need to be in
said
High
that-
Rocks, bro.
What's that?
Go and
Well,
train with
I
Nick
don't-
Baer.
I don't even know what High Rocks means. What
Yeah,
is
what is
that?
So it's pretty. I don't know what it means either, but it's pretty much like the peak hardest type of like endurance hybrid sport training you can do. So it's like a ton of high intensity running mixed with like a lot of plyometric, a lot of just a ton of different type of sled, jumping, sprinting.
Is it
wall
new
balls.
or like?
It's like a new, yeah. It's like a CrossFit's evolution, kind of.
I don't think I want to do that. I just
It's
want to like
intense,
move around
bro.
a little bit.
Yeah, it's intense.
I just right now I know that like if you stuck me in an F45 class right now,
You keep going back to this F45, bro.
because that's the only thing I know.
Okay.
If you stuck me in a HIT class, I don't whatever you want to call it.
in an assessment to like see your body.
No, I'm just saying if you put me in one of these classes with like these like 40-year-old moms in Fulshire, like they're all probably beating my ass in this stuff right now.
So you want to be like all around, like
Just
able
healthy.
to do.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't want to just look healthy. You want to be like athletic. You want to be able to do all sorts of
Yeah.
different
I
things.
think I want to focus on that this year. And in the meantime, also, I think the health thing. I think I'm finally like getting to the age now where I'm like, maybe I should.
You got to get your blood work done, bro.
I did for a while. I need to go get it
You got
done.
to do like a
again.
big panel and then
Yeah.
Like
get
once
it
a
checked
year,
out
right?
every quarter.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Every quarter.
I think it used to be like, oh, I want to be in shape to look good. Now I think I'm more like, I'm starting to look at food a little bit different too, where now I'm like, oh, like, could I eat wings tonight? Yeah, but like, I don't know if I want to put that in my body right now. Up until 30, I never had the never crossed my mind of like what I'm eating. I need to like pay attention. Like, do I want to put this in my body or not? Now I'm starting to be
ingredient
like,
foods, bro. Single ingredient foods.
yeah. I think the health thing is becoming a more, because like, yeah, I think we could all be successful, but then like if you fucking die,
Health is wealth.
I think
see
so. I
this
think I'm starting to
watch?
realize that
You
a little
see
bit.
this
yeah.
fucking watch?
Yeah.
That's a top tier Garmin.
That's an
Joe.
81 sleep score.
I don't know what that means.
I've never done.
I got
a
an
sleep
Apple
score.
Watch.
It's nice.
I got Taylor an Aura ring for Christmas, so she'll be able to. I'll know what her sleep score is, and I'll be able to be like, I'm relatively similar to that.
My
maybe.
bed has that built into it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it senses your heart rate and stuff.
One time I got like a 26 in Vegas. Didn't sleep that night. Next day I felt like shit. It was like, you're going to feel like shit today. I did.
Thank you. Thank you, Watch. Yeah, I think I like this health thing. Me just turning 35, oldest one in the group, by the way. Christian's 31, Joe's 30.
Yeah.
35. And I think I want to prioritize. I really want to make fitness like a bigger priority in my life. Like right now, I look at like going to the gym. I've always been like, I like going to the gym at like 4:00 because it kind of like I can work, and then when I go to the gym, that like completes my work day, right? And then I go home and I can just spend time with Taylor and the dogs and just like relax and not really have to do not do anything, but like I can kind of turn off a little bit. But what I've realized is that like, yeah, like, okay, in the summer I get leaner, and then like the winter I will eat a bunch of, random food, and I'm enjoying it, but then I like bulk up a little bit, or like I put on a little bit of fat because I'm just like eating whatever. And then I kind of repeat this cycle, and then I'm like going to the gym, and I'm let's say in like dumbbells. I'm like, okay, I'm, lifting the 80s for a couple sets, right? And I'm trying to lift heavier, but I'm not like really quantifying like what I'm doing, and like, oh, was that actually like better than last week and stuff? So
Just gotta start tracking your workout.
yeah, well, not only I want to track my workout because I want to actually progress in some stuff. I want to be like, hey, like what I want to exercise to have a purpose. Like, okay, I'm doing these lat pull downs, but like, hey, let me try to hit this amount of weight in these reps and try to progress like I used to. Where I'm like, okay, I want to go up in weight. Let me try the first 2 sets with a heavier weight, then go back down, and the next week I can try 3 sets with it, but like good form, and because like I'm not gonna hit my like super potential, but I think I can still like tweak my body a little bit.
Until you're like 50, you can still get better every year.
But with that comes health, and I want to just do better at, like Joe said, like what I like eat and consume. So I want to clean things up a little bit, but now and also been thinking about changing up like my schedule in the day almost, and trying to make, instead of the gym being like the last thing I do, which I'm almost like, okay, like let me just get this workout over with, and then I'm done for the day. I want to treat it like a part of my day that I go and specifically like go and do, and then I'm like there and I'm focused on it. So I've been thinking about switching my gym routine to be.
That would be good for you, because right now I feel you're like checked out. You're like, I'm getting my lift in.
Yeah, exactly.
Really
and I'm still like checking my phone and stuff, and I'm thinking about I want to start working out maybe around like 1 or something. Where then it's like kind of in the middle, like I maybe work in the morning, go to the office and do things like that, and then work out in the middle of the day, really focus on that gym session, like track it like with my phone, and like try to progress. And then afterwards I can like, okay, now I'm going to finish up any work related things back at the house or something. And then, I don't know, like right now I literally have like a 9 to 5 like schedule. But I made that myself. Like I don't have to have that schedule. I've just been like, I go to the office like 8:30 and I leave at 4 and go work out, and then I'm done. But I have the ability to tweak it up a little bit, and I want to prioritize fitness a little bit more rather than making it just like a motion that I'm doing.
Like if I can force
I've
myself.
been saying this for years.
Yeah.
I'm happy, bro.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
If I can force myself to go, I by far get the best workouts in the morning. Like if I can get my ass to the gym at 8, I usually have the best workout if I work out
super
in the morning.
early.
No, like 8. I'm usually up now.
And I've been like skipping, like I know it's like I got like skinny legs and stuff, but like I want to start like, I know that I don't like having a full dedicated leg day, so I think what I'm gonna start doing is just incorporating like 1 to 2 leg exercises like 3 times a week, like in my routine. So I'm like, okay, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I'm doing 2 leg exercises in those workouts. So then I'm like collectively doing more, but I'm also not like hating it because it's just like part of my regular workouts.
I feel that.
Well, until the International Gym of Max opens, hopefully in 2 years, I ain't got anywhere to work out. So I got to start doing some weird shit, because as much as I love Alpha Land, it's actually not. So you're like, it's like 35 minutes away.
Keep talking, John.
When
I'm
there's
gonna turn
no
the air down.
traffic. Is it hot?
Yeah, I'm turning the air down.
Anyway, when there's no traffic,
cold.
it's not. Yeah, I'm a little chilly, but whatever. It's not that bad. But at 5 o'clock, dude, holy shit.
way.
No, it takes me like, I've met Max out there since I moved probably like 5 times, and every time at 5 o'clock, it's a solid hour, 15 minute to get home, and I'm like, this is nuts.
My workouts right now are taking like 2.5 hours
Like on purpose?
with
like,
all the mobility stuff. And
We're doing like new training stuff.
yeah, 2.5 hours.
see, I think that's the allure too. I'm not going to say the name
I
again.
think I can get it down at under 2 hours.
but these class things I'm talking about,
That's too long.
I don't want to do it. But also, like, they're like 30 minutes. Like, I appreciate that some of these classes are like, you get there at 8, by 8:30, you're done.
yeah, that's nice.
And
Yeah,
like,
but-
you are
but-
like breathing heavy. Like, you're actually like done.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I think there's a balance to that. Not saying you
Yeah.
can't have a super effective, but like I also don't want to be like, oh, just because I can have a super effective. Like, I want to really focus. I think like an hour is like a good.
I'm thinking, I would
Hour
say like what
30.
I want to do like one of these classes I'm talking about like twice a week, like Mondays and Fridays, and then the rest of the week do like normal traditional. I just want to integrate something because I know myself and like I'm not going to push myself to that limit by myself. Like maybe I do 30 minutes on the treadmill, but I'm never hitting that fucking like threshold of like I can't breathe. I'm about to throw up. And I feel like I need that a couple times a week as I'm getting
that's
older.
because you need either a class, a trainer, or a
Bro,
workout
I did.
partner.
Yeah.
I had the assault bike assigned last week. Oh my god, have y'all ever done that? The one that's like you use your feet and your arms, and
that
it's
with the-
like
with the
Yeah.
fan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fan. Oh my, bro.
Are you doing this by yourself? You have somebody with you.
By myself. I would love to do it with a friend.
See, I don't have the like.
Get
self-
someone to be like,
I
come
got-
on,
I
come
got
on,
my-
come on.
I got my stopwatch and
Yeah,
shit.
no.
30 seconds, all out. 30-second rest. 30 like 8 sets of that, and then you go to the battle ropes. Fucking rock, bro.
See, I don't have the self like to do that. I would do it for like 10 seconds. Like, this is hard. I'm good. I'm not doing this anymore.
I think that every time I go for a jog, the first like 5 minutes, I'm like, ooh, I could just
Yeah.
stop.
No,
right
I'll
now.
stop. If I have somebody screaming at me, like I'll do it. Like if someone's leading a class, I'll do it. But if you told me to do like one of these high intensity workouts by myself, like, no, I'm gonna be on my phone after 5 minutes. I know myself. I know my rats.
Ugh, man. Well, something else kind of fitness-y related is I actually want to try to progress at golf. I really do. Not only did pretty much everything I got at Christmas was golf-related stuff.
Yeah.
Like all of it, which is great. Which is great. Dude, Taylor got me like a bunch of this. I forgot the name of the brand, but she found this like nice like golf brand of like clothing, and it's real nice.
You're gonna like my gift.
Oh shit!
I got
oh,
you
we
a
have a
gift.
gift. We have a gift for you.
I got you a gift.
What?
This is embarrassing to admit out loud, but I golfed Thanksgiving and I got a golf-related injury, and I haven't golfed since because it hurts so fucking bad.
I thought it's a.
I didn't even know anyone
play.
could. Yeah, I don't know. It was dumb, but like it was probably one of the best shots of my life. I hit a 3-wood out of sand trap.
Hole in one.
No, it was a great shot though. But at the end of my swing, there was a fucking big ass rock that I didn't see, and I hit the rock. And I guess the way I don't know. Basically, this side of my hand is like numb, and when I swing anything now, it hurts so bad. I think I like pinched a nerve. I don't know what I did. I hit a rock with my club, and somehow it transferred into my hand, and like, dude, it
Which
hurts
like
so
vibrated
bad.
up.
I don't know, but like, I mean, it's been like 3 weeks, and even now, if I pick up like anything heavy that has like leverage, it hurts so bad right here. I might
How
have
do
to
you
go
think? How do you
get it
think
checked out.
F45 is gonna feel?
Dude, I'm like embarrassed that I got hurt golfing, but like I don't know what happened. Like it still hurts like hell.
I'm trying.
I got problems.
because I think you better give it some time.
I mean, it's been 3 weeks. I haven't golfed. You're gonna get better than me.
Oh, I'm absolutely gonna get
I'm
better.
gonna
than you.
get upset.
I think because like Wednesdays, I generally don't work out. I usually do like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm thinking because I realize I'm never gonna get better at golf if I don't actually try and practice and maybe get some lessons. Because right now I'm like trying to get better at golf, like just playing like once a month, and then I'm practicing while I'm playing.
Let's
which is
go
not
play.
good. No, I know, but I'm thinking like. And the key is like you just got to do stuff for like a short period of time, so it becomes part of a routine. It seems weird like throwing new stuff in, but I'm thinking like because Taylor wants to get into golf as well, and it's something that we can do together. And we're thinking about like, oh, like hey, on Wednesdays when we don't work out, like let's go to the range for like an hour, and like let's go because there's one near our house. Like we can go and just like hit some balls, try to get better, maybe do lessons on like Wednesdays, and like but actually like set a period a day and be like, okay, let's progress at this. I'm even looking at the new house, putting a golf simulator in there. Yeah. No, I'm serious, bro.
No, I know.
I'm serious.
Yeah,
Bro, you're gonna have so much free time.
you're about to get. Really
I'm
good
just
at
thinking
golf.
like I don't have any more time to squeeze in on like the weekdays, anything. Like that's so nice.
Yeah, but I'm saying instead of work, it's not like because I sold the company. It's like instead of I'm not working out, let me go do something else that's active. I can bond with Taylor as well. She likes it, and I can progress this thing. Because I don't want to like be like, oh, I'm gonna get into this thing, and then like I like give up a lot. Like I give up on stuff that
Remember
I'm
the
like,
piano?
yeah,
Never
that I
forget the
tried.
piano.
I'm like, no, like I wanna get.
I was playing golf almost twice a week. until this happened, and now I haven't played in a month. It's actually kind of pissing me off.
Well, especially because I hang out with you and David, and I know you're not as much into it, but like David's practicing, and I'm like, I don't want to be
David's
the
gonna get
shittiest
better
golfer.
than me. He's playing a lot. He plays like 3-4 times a week.
Yeah, he's gonna listen to this, and he filmed a YouTube video. We were filming a YouTube video, and he was like, "Oh, we'll do a bet on like who gets dinner or something tonight." And we played like one hole. He didn't put in the video, bro, because I mean, he got into a sand trap and he tried like 8 times to get it out, and he kept like filming, and he just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it, and he'd hit like drives and it would just go like to the right. But it's refreshing because it's like everyone has like bad days. It's not like golf is just like a linear thing where you just get better and you never have like off days or bad days. So it's like refreshing knowing like my friends also like are playing and they're trying to get better, but they're not like eclipsing me in skill where I'm like, okay, like, hey,
I mean, I'm definitely better than you, but you know.
You are better than me.
I can
but not for
consistently,
long.
I mean, this is not something to brag about. I can consistently break 100 now. Like, I don't think I've shot over 100 in the last like 20 times I played. I think by far, like, no cheating, no mulligans, no nothing. The best score I've gotten so far is like a 91.
I'm gonna be a scratch golfer in a year.
Yeah, I can hit par. Like, if I play 18 holes, I can hit par like half. I'd say I hit par like
18 holes
6,
at one
7.
time at Max's.
Yeah,
That was a lot, bro.
yeah.
No,
That
18
was
holes is too long a golf.
Too long.
I'm gonna do like 9.
I don't ever
no
want to
golf
go
course
play.
lets you do that, so you just have to pay for 18.
What?
Yeah, none of them will let you just pay
Bro,
for 9.
golf is expensive,
That was a
man.
whole day, bro.
I
That-
went-
like when we went. That was the whole day.
Yeah.
It was golf, and we didn't even like
Okay.
actually do the whole 18.
Well, also though we were playing, we had a big group, and like half of us sucked.
I don't
So,
know. We were going as fast as we could.
I mean, if you're good, I mean, the other thing too is like old people get in front of you, and then it's a nightmare. There are, I will say that like I'm annoyed, and maybe it's just because I'm like younger. I get really annoyed. Like old people are like looking at their putt for 10 minutes. I'm like, it's not that serious, dude. Like you're not like when we're sitting there ready to tee off, and there's just like 4 people like sitting there like measuring their putts.
That's
I'm
gonna
like,
be
y'all
you.
aren't pros. Like just hit the ball and move on.
Bro, when I was in California, last thing I'll say about golf, when we were in California, it was like my brother and then 2 of his friends, and we went in there, and I was like, oh, like I'll get this as like a just like I'll get the us 4 and like our clubs and everything.
Yeah.
$1,000
Yeah.
for 4 people to play golf, and everyone had to get clubs, which didn't make any sense because we're playing golf together.
Yeah, that's not how it works though.
So they gave us 4 sets of the exact same clubs. I'm like,
Fuck that.
why?
That's how they make
Why
their
do we
money.
have to get clubs and they're all identical? We only played with 1 set because they're all the same club.
Yeah, assuming my hand heals and I can play again, ever. Maybe I retire at 30. We need to be members somewhere because it is. If you're not a member, it's like 120 a person. I mean, I take me and my girlfriend to go golf, and it's $300.
I'm gonna do some lessons to get my swing down, because the problem is I know I have some faults, but every single person tells me something different.
Yeah.
So I want to take some lessons. I think Taylor wants to take some lessons as well, and I want to make it like at least once a week, like Wednesdays. I'm not working out.
Yeah.
Let's use that time. I want to go to the range and like try to get better.
I do this with basketball a lot too, though.
I was gonna say, if you want to do this with basketball, Joe,
Yeah. I'll do that too.
Y'all can have
way more
basketball.
excited.
I'll say golf. I've noticed in playing golf, because I know I'm not trying to be cocky here, but I know I'm like better than some of the people already. like
I wake up in the morning, I
can
piss excellence.
So a couple of my friends took me golfing for the first time, and I can say right now I can probably beat those friends now, and they play a lot. Like that's all they talk about is golf and shit. And at this point, I think I can at least keep up with them. I've noticed in golf, like everybody has a fucking opinion on a swing and shit, and I'm very much so like, if I'm better than you, like shut up, kind of. Same with basketball. It's like everyone like you can make every 3-pointer, and someone like, oh, like your elbow's out a little bit. And it's like,
I envision me going to golf, and then like all the conversations, they're just like this is like a generalization.
That's where deals are made.
You know, but I feel like it's just like, so about that lawsuit, and I just have PTSD from any time I'm at golf courts or golf courses. The whole conversation is always about lawsuits, like annoying business stuff, annoying finance stuff. I don't
that's
want
your
to
fault.
talk
You
about.
rode in the golf cart with a lawyer.
Well, no, it's just any time I'm
You
at
picked that.
golf things, my whole conversation just and I want I want to detach.
Well, bro, you have 2.5
Well, that's
hours
who you
where
pick.
like you have like 2.5 hours to like you got to talk about something.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about.
You can't put headphones in and go play golf.
Yeah, you sat in a cart with a lawyer.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you sat with us, you wouldn't be talking about that.
fair.
No, I think take everybody's like advice with a grain of salt, because there's a lot of guys out there that consistently shoot 110 that will then sit there and comment like, "Oh, your backswing's a little weird. Try to put the club here." It's like, shut up, dude. Just let me do my thing.
That's how I used to feel about deadlifts when like people would comment about the way that I'm doing deadlifts, and I'm over here ripping 600 off the ground, and I'm like, I know you got a 4
That's how I was in
max.
basketball. It's like I fucking beat someone's ass one-on-one.
You beat someone's ass?
Yeah, but then they're always like, oh, like your elbow's out a little bit when you're shooting your threes.
I don't think you're that good at basketball.
No, I haven't played basketball in 3 years.
I don't think you're
The last time I played
good.
basketball was
I don't
with
think
y'all.
you've ever been
at
that
yours.
good.
Do you
I
think-
was pretty good?
Who's better at basketball?
Now, I think I could beat Joe.
No, I don't think so.
I think I could.
No.
One-on-one for sure.
Yeah, but
No.
he could just block all the shots. 'cause
Yeah, no. Here's the thing that you're not accounting for, right? People think like, oh, I can shoot and I'm good now. But in a 1v1, it doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't matter if you
It comes
shoot.
down to straight up height. And all I have to do is back you down and lay it up every single time. I'm
I'm
going to win the
talking
1v1.
about only height.
It's a lot of height.
Look at Muggsy Bogues, baby.
I'm saying like I have friends that will beat me in horse every time, but in a 1v1, I beat them every time. It'd be very close. I think it'd be
1v1.
very close.
1v1.
No, I'm not shaking on it.
Here's
Let's
the
go
question.
Look at that.
Is it kind of cheap to just use your height? It's like, oh, I get it, you're
No,
tall.
100% I think so. But I'm also saying that like I think I can. It would at least be close. And I haven't played basketball in a year. You're playing all the time.
Fair. I want to get good at basketball this year with the new house.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because, yeah.
I would love to play basketball. I just want to know where to play.
What's going on with the house?
It's coming along.
February move in? No.
April, probably.
It always happens, bro.
Yeah, I'm no rush. I just want to be in there by summer.
Okay. Well, so what's currently happening? You're demoing the whole floor.
We
the whole
honestly
bottom.
haven't been in a while. I think right now we're just kind of waiting on everything to come in, the kitchen stuff, the countertops, all that. We have like dates like first week January. Some of the stone goes up and all this stuff, but
Is anything you're doing? Oh, whatever happened with the whole tile situation?
we're doing tile in the front.
Did you win or did Heidi win?
Heidi won for the for the area she wants. But we're doing 63 by 63 inch tile, so it'll be less grout lines.
Same size as my penis.
It's like concrete slabs.
Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah.
So is anything your
Budget's gone up a lot,
double the timeline?
and it's
double
Wait, you
all,
said concrete
it's all
slabs?
Heidi this time. No, another tile, 63 by 63.
Y'all are married. It's y'all.
Are they like
now.
textured or is it just like smooth, glossy?
I think it's a little texture.
I'm just saying, you know, how slippery that. Like if it ever gets wet, you're just gonna die.
That's my concern.
That's gonna be insanely.
That's my
like,
concern.
Yeah.
Yep. No, but it's going good. No rush.
Just when everyone comes over, you give them little grippy socks.
Put little
I
wet
can't
floor
even like
signs
think
out.
about the.
You can't, don't slip.
I can't even think about the new house. So I'm just like always thinking about business and what I need to do there. I really don't. And same with Heidi. We're just constantly just like, oh, we'll go see it next week, or oh, we'll do it next week.
That's crazy because when my house was getting renovated, I was there 1 to 2 times a day.
Yeah, no.
Because I was like, oh, that nail wasn't there earlier.
No
Progress.
Like we haven't. We're very much like letting that happen while we get our shit together. Because she's got a lot of changes too in her business right now, and I do too with these new hires. So like, we're just all in right now. It feels like very much like locked in to the business stuff right now.
Well, the house will be exciting because that's
Yeah,
like
and it's exciting. We don't have to like really. I'm liking that I don't have to go every day. It's almost like I'm hoping oh, this gift is ready. Yeah, come move in.
yeah. Well, speaking of houses,
Mm-hmm.
the podcast, Joe hadn't moved into his new house during that podcast because you moved in the week before the
October,
wedding.
yeah. Oh yeah, I've been living in a house. Yeah.
Homeowner doing projects.
I'm a homo owner.
just got a pool table.
Yeah, I got my pool table. It's a slow burn. It's got some beams put in. But got
now-
a lot of wood beams everywhere now. It's very nice. It's a very nice house.
And now you're looking to move already.
No. I am looking at buying a lot to plan on. I mean, I always plan when I bought this house for it to be like a 5-year home.
Would you say this is a starter room?
It's a very nice starter
very
home.
nice starter home.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a starter. All my neighbors are like
It's just not your
retiring in there.
I thought you were going to say all my neighbors are fucking rich.
It's not your dream home.
It's not. It's a lot of young families. It's not like where I want to die, but it's a very nice. Most people would kill to own the house that I have.
I want
I
to
think
die
I have
in
to.
my house.
I think I have to look at it that way because a little part of me is like I'm looking at like where you're moving out and I like the neighborhood. And a little part of me is like, oh, I want that. I want to do that. I want it. But at the same time, I think I need to like slow down a little bit and enjoy my current house.
For sure. Which is a sick house.
Yeah, I think my plan right now is maybe buy a lot like next year and then build like a year later. So maybe in the next 3 years
Next
have a
year
house
is
to build
in
into.
2 days.
Yeah, but like into next year.
Okay.
I'm just trying to enjoy the house. Wait for the neighborhood to be built out. I got a really good deal on it.
Bro, I don't think you should buy anything for like 2 years.
Yeah, but
least.
sometimes if there's a good lot,
Yeah,
bro,
but
you
look,
gotta
so
get
you
it.
can- you can
but
sit
you're
on the
just gonna
lot.
Get into spending so much.
Yeah, but you get in, you buy a
Yeah.
lot, then you have 12 months before you even have to start building. Then you have 12 months to build the house. So if I bought a lot at the end of next year, I'm 3 years before I'm moving into a new house. I mean,
Yeah, but it's like constant money. I don't know.
well, I guess the bigger concern is that area is growing so fast. I guess the bigger concern is be like, I stay where I'm for 5 years, don't even look around, and then 5 years from now, there's no lots available, and now I have to move even further out.
No, if you move, Joe, you're gonna die from me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move to Richmond. I'm going where you were. No, I love the house. It's great. It's making me slow down a little bit on spending and stuff because I'm now thinking about the house. Normally, I'm like, if I had $5,000 to blow, I'm like,
but
I
it's
can get some tires for the truck and a bumper and
Yeah, but
stuff.
it's brand
Now
new.
Yeah, no, but like furniture. Like I don't have a dining room table. I don't have a pool table. I just bought all the movie room stuff. Bought a projector and
Joe
stuff.
bought a pool table before he bought a dining room table. He just
Yeah,
has a
I
whole
don't need
room
a dining room.
with
I have
like
a
a
huge-
chandelier that you walk into because there's no table
Yeah,
there.
I mean, I have a huge island.
I know, but like
never gonna use
you
the
walk
dining room.
through the empty dining room
Yeah.
to get to the kitchen. So
Yeah.
you have to, it's not like it's like off to the side. It's like it's like a main part of the thing.
Yeah.
You gotta buy a table, bro.
And I've noticed I'm definitely getting older now because I'm starting to do things I didn't think about before in the house. So like we were talking about the other day, like desks. I've always had my gaming setup. You walk in the house, you look over, that's the first thing you see is this monstrosity, wires and shit, monitors. Now finally at 30 years old, I'm like looking at it like this looks like dog shit. I'm gonna go hide that and put like a nice like corporate style like desk and chairs and
Thinking about buying a desktop.
are you?
Oh,
For some RuneScape?
And there's just no like a
new-
Mac.
the new 50 series are coming out, right?
A Mac.
Oh, okay.
Desktop.
Christian's getting a 5090 to play RuneScape, 9,000 FPS.
hey, speaking of video games,
Poe.
oh man,
Yeah.
it has a death grip on me, and I can't even. I'm not able to play that much because I don't.
You know what's crazy?
What's up?
What's Poe?
Elon Musk is better than you, and he's way more busy than you are.
I know.
Path of Exile.
Path
You
of
think,
Exile
you think it's really
2.
him?
Yes.
You sure though? You
Yes.
think he's not just like paying some like Korean dude to play all day and he's just taking credit for it?
No.
Because my thing's like, how do you have time? How do you run multiple billion-dollar companies and have time? I mean, he's playing like 10 hours a day to be top 10.
Bro,
He's just better than us.
Pokemon
I feel like-
Legends Arceus. The best one. I'm just playing that one now.
Yeah.
Came out in 2022.
Are you big in your? You went through a period where you were big in your Pokemon playing. Are you still?
I've kind of consistently been playing, just the games.
Do you have like time in the day that you're like,
Yeah, at nighttime I'll play, or in the morning. In the morning, I wake up like an hour before Heidi, and I don't like to do anything, so I'll like maybe like grab the Switch and just kind of play.
yeah? If you guys haven't played Path of Exile 2, I think it's phenomenal. 10 out of 10. I think. I
It's
think
the best. Is it ARPG? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
It's the best ARPG I've ever played.
there's a lot of like this is like open beta, so they're still going to be changing things.
Yeah.
But as like the skeleton of the game, I think it's
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Like it crushes Diablo. Taylor says that they're going to get the dog and coming here.
Cool.
That'll be good by the time they get here. Yeah, Path of Exile is sick. I'm gonna be neighbors with Joe.
Yeah. I got no credit, by the way.
What are you talking about?
I literally like
found the lot?
I like worked my heart out
Joe
to
always
get them
finds
in
the
there.
lots.
I showed it to him. We drove by it and everything, and then you made a video about it. And not once did you say like, "Oh, like Joe showed us the area," or like, "Oh, we're moving by Joe." You were just like, "Yeah, we're looking around." I worked my heart out to get y'all to move out there.
You moved out there, and then I thought you being so far out there was so dumb. And then what's crazy is like I feel like it was a serendipitous experience because we went and got lunch.
Yep.
And then the plan was not to go back to your house. It was like to let the dogs run around or like do something. But we somehow went. Now, keep in mind, I'm like 3-4 months from starting to build this new house, okay, on this land that I bought a year and a half ago. And then we go back to Joe's house, and Joe's like, "Oh, let's get in the golf cart and let's go drive around the neighborhood." And he's like, "Let me show you like this other side of the neighborhood that's like got some bigger land."
I had randomly, by the way, it's not even like you drive on a road. I had randomly found this neighborhood. I like, for some reason, drove my golf cart like through a ditch, over a fence line, over a bridge, and stumbled into this neighborhood. And I was like, "Oh, Max might like this," and then took y'all out there.
Yeah, and listen,
It is the nicest neighborhood I've personally ever seen in this area. It reminds me a lot of like Hill Country Austin and stuff for this. Like it doesn't even look like it belongs in Houston.
It is
like it's very
without the hills, but it's similar.
Yeah. I will say that is now. I'm like I want to live in there.
Well,
if I would have shown Christian and Heidi before they bought there, they would have probably went out there. Like it is a nice neighborhood.
So there is a piece of land that's 15 acres, Christian.
You get a lot of chickens.
So I've been like even though I had the land, I was planning on building this house. I would still like actually daily check like the search radius of how I got the first land, just to be like, just if something pops up that blows me away. And for the past like year and a half, nothing has popped up. Like nothing that had kind of what we wanted of size, general location, ideally with like no neighbors behind or like water behind. And then all it took was one golf cart ride.
I had to buy a $7,000 golf cart to get you to buy some land out there.
And we went by there, and when I just saw this like corner lot, and I was like, wow, like that is really nice. And as we're like driving through the neighborhood, I was just like, man, this is so much nicer. Not that the other neighborhood wasn't nice, but like this is like, it's just another level. Like it really is.
I think the privacy factor and stuff.
It's like
your old neighborhood was nice, but it's
like the old land was like Alphalete when you first launched it, and then like the new land is like Alphalete now, and I've like it's elevated. It's like just better all around, and like the roads are nicer, and it's like deeper in the neighborhood. It's 95% quieter. There's like trees.
I think that was 100% the move.
But there's three things that are the downsides of this. There's a lot of upsides. There's three things that are downsides. Okay, one is we're going to be living in a completely like new city, to the point where the area that I've known for the past like 5 years, this like Sugarland area, it's like, oh, let's run to the store, let's go to these like restaurants we like we're gonna be we're like 40 minutes away from here, so it's 40
from here,
from right here.
He's further than I am. Like
40
by
minutes,
like 5 minutes.
So it's like we're gonna have to find like all new grocery store, and there's a lot getting built up, so it's a great
I've been
area.
living there for 3 months. There's a lot.
Yeah, no, but like
it is different though. Yeah, you're right.
It's like,
I told Amanda, I'm like, what do you want to eat tonight? And it's like, I don't know. Like, let's like look at the map and see what's.
Yeah. So that's the first thing. Is just that's not really a bad thing, but it's just like it's gonna be a new
40 minutes to get here.
Yes. So
Are you gonna have to come here in like 5 years?
Well, here's what's going on. We're doing that. I don't know if our lease here is only 2 more years, so it's kind of like works out the end of the lease. So no matter what, we have to get a new warehouse, and I don't know what kind of like Hershey's gonna want to do with warehouse. Like I don't know what it's gonna be, but no matter what, our lease here is only like 2 more years. But regardless,
it's 30 minutes to my house from here, so I don't think it's 40. Your house isn't that much further than mine.
I've driven from here. It's like 35.
Okay.
Right under 40.
Yeah.
35 minutes. So I'd still be willing to drive. I like driving, so I don't mind coming out here, but it is far. So the whole new area. The next thing, these aren't in order, by the way. The next thing is it's like 35, 40 minutes from the gym, right? So I'm kind of like, oh shit, like
Midday workout's gonna be tougher.
well, yeah, you're like, what, it's like a open workout for an hour, drive. I mean, it's like a 4 hour process to go have a great session, come back, and like, so it's a whole process. And the next thing is we're further from
Bro,
you
I'm
and
slowly
Heidi.
seeing us just hang out less and less.
No.
As you continually speak, I'm just seeing us. I'm like, Heidi's gonna start working at Alfland in that hotel building. She's gonna remodel that. We're gonna be like locked in there.
Listen,
if that's a 45-minute drive,
David and Julia live in Austin, okay? And the thing with like Taylor and I's relationship with David and Julia is that like we actively ensure that we see each other on a regular basis. Like, so like 1 to 2 times a month, we're going back and forth. Like, I see them like more than I see y'all. And they live like 2.5, 3 hours away. So I don't think that the time thing is that big of a deal. I think it's just like we just actively like make sure that we see each other, not just, we live 10 minutes down the street from each other now, and it's not like every single week we're hanging out.
I was gonna say, I actually hang out with y'all more now than when I lived in Sweetwater, fucking 5 minutes away from both of y'all.
So that was a big thing. So I was like, damn, we're farther from them. But it's gonna be like a whole new transition. But I'm trying to think of like what like the future is gonna hold, and I think that neighborhood is just so much better, and we're really excited about it. But it does suck that we're like far.
You know what else sucks? I'm gonna be there all the time. I'm
You
gonna show
are.
up every day. I'm gonna drive my golf cart over and be like, "You're gonna check the ring." And it's gonna be me just standing at the door, just waiting for someone to open it.
Well, yeah.
Max is a 7-minute golf cart ride away from me.
Damn.
And this is the land. I mean, your land's 7 acres, right?
7.5.
That's crazy big. Which is crazy because like I think our new land is big and yours is still bigger than that one. This one's like 4.9. I say 5, but it's like I bought 3 lots.
It looks like clear though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think your land's more cleared out. You have a lot of
I
forest.
gotta
It's like
clear
your
out
land.
the forest. Yeah.
There's still a decent amount like by the
Yeah.
by the river. You know, I had someone comment. Tell me your thoughts
Lots
about
of
this.
snakes. We're gonna have the same thing.
Bro, alligators, bobcats, there's all kinds of shit.
Why
that
would
lives on the
alligators be back there?
There's the Brazos River.
Yeah, but I feel
They
like I
nest
put a
and shit back
fence with
there.
a chicken wire.
Yeah, you're not gonna have them in your yard. I'm just saying, like down by the river, you will have bobcats and coyotes and shit.
How do I stop them from coming and eating my
Chicken wire on their fence.
Can they jump the fence?
Wait, you're gonna have chickens too?
No, chicken wire.
What are you trying to keep them from eating?
You'll probably.
I just don't want animals to come in the
You'll
yard.
probably have chickens.
I mean, why?
So the dogs and the animals
yeah.
don't go in and
No,
out.
you just do chicken wire. I mean, like deer occasionally will jump it if you have like rose bushes and shit. Deer will jump it to eat the rose bushes.
Hey, so this lot we bought, like 5 acres, it's technically 3 lots. And when I talked about it in my YouTube video, I had a comment that said that I was selfish
Yeah, I know.
for buying 3 lots because 2 other people could have bought lots and homes, and I selfishly took it all for myself. I was like, what?
Welcome to America.
Yeah, bro, people are stupid.
I was like, what? Because I want to, what? What?
Yeah.
It's like, do you think the landowners were pissed that they sold all like to 3 people or 1 person?
Yeah, if anything, you're doing the world a service because 3 houses would have caused more pollution and shit and more
That's
trees to be taken
true.
down and stuff. So if anything, you're preserving more nature.
That's true.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about that.
Dumbass.
More emissions
Yeah.
and stuff.
Those are the same kind of people that are like, oh, you bought a Range Rover when you could have bought a Honda. Like they go to A to B. Like, shut the fuck up.
Did you guys see the Superman trailer?
Yes.
I saw the character. I didn't see the trailer.
You didn't see the trailer.
I just saw the guy.
I thought it looked cool, but everyone says,
I don't like the guy.
I thought, why? Because
He
he's
looks
not
like
as
a
muscular as.
great value steak sauce version of the other guy.
What was the other guy? Chris.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry
What's that
Cavill
for?
is like A1. This guy looks like Walmart brand. It's not the same.
They say that every time, but every Batman, I like certain Batmans more than other Batmans, but I think all Batmans are like, that's a cool Batman. I like Ben Affleck as Batman.
Ben Affleck was terrible Batman.
It's gonna be a lot more. I think it's gonna be a lot more playful.
I like Patterson though.
It's gonna be a lot more playful. This
It is
Superman.
playful because it's like
Yeah.
Super Dog and stuff.
Wait, what? There's Super Dog?
Super Dog.
Really?
Crypto.
Oh,
What the fuck?
I didn't know he had a dog.
I didn't. Me neither.
I'm not a big comic guy. I don't really know all the like.
I didn't know
This
lore.
one's gonna be a lot more comic. Like
The
true.
dog can fly.
I might be okay with that then.
Yeah.
The dog can fly.
I think if they change it enough, I'm okay with it. I think the problem is like,
It'll be
like
changed
Batman when you go
enough.
from serious to like another serious. You got to maybe do like a. I'm okay with that then.
It's a Guardian of the Galaxy director, so I think
I like
it'll
him.
be pretty.
James
it'll
Gunn?
Be, yeah, it'll be pretty. It'll be pretty different. Very different.
I'm cool with that.
What's the best movie you've seen recently?
Rue. You know, I watched the Bob Dylan one with Timothy.
Oh.
It was okay. It wasn't that good. I would say the best movie recently.
Wait, was that Bob Dylan? The
Yeah.
Timothy?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know
Chalamet.
that's who. I knew it was someone. I didn't know
was
who
Bob
he was
Dylan.
trying to. Oh,
I just watched Braveheart last night.
never seen it.
First time.
A girl that I went to high school with, her granddad was the king in that movie.
That's great.
Like, I know a guy that knew a guy. that knows
No,
a
I
guy.
knew a girl that was related to a guy.
I
watched-
knew a girl whose neighbor was Slash from Guns N' Roses.
So what?
Yeah.
Did you know that like one of the main people of ZZ Top lives like right down the street from
Yeah.
Taylor's parents? He has like
Yeah.
a whole like ranch.
Yeah, one of my good friends in high school's dad was very close with the ZZ Top guy, and he was always at their house. Yeah.
Damn, the most famous guys you guys know is me.
No, he's got a basketball player neighbor now.
Oh yeah.
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 That's cool.
He just bought into one of the NFL teams.
He's got money.
Yeah.
I watched The Substance.
Great movie.
Ooh,
I don't know if
was,
I'd say great
I
movie.
loved
but
it.
I thought that was great.
I was confused as shit.
I
but
thought it was the most. I'd
I
watch
give
it
that
again.
a 8.9 or
I-
9.1.
I would give it an 8 point something. I would say it was a good movie. It was just like a what the fuck am I
Yeah.
watching movie. Like I actually think that I can't believe I'm going to say this. I think it was easier to watch Terrifier 3 than it was to watch. Like Substance was like hard to watch some of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I loved. So
Have y'all seen Terrifier 3?
Out of the back.
yeah. Have you seen Terrifier 3?
No,
No.
You know-
That's a clown.
Have you seen any of the Terrifiers?
It's a clown, right?
I've seen
Yeah.
2.
Dude.
I'll watch those today.
You can't watch it by yourself because you're gonna feel weird. Like you're gonna feel like a serial killer if you watch it by yourself because it's like weird.
No,
but
I think another great movie that I watched was Smile 2. Was
I haven't seen that yet.
fantastic.
That was okay. It was better after I watched the first one.
Well, 'cause
I
it picks up-
appreciated Smile 2 more when I watched Smile 1.
Oh yeah, I thought Smile 2 was fantastic.
I haven't seen Smile 2 and I haven't seen Heretic.
That's a word.
Because they're both like horror movies that came
older
out at the same
movie?
time. No, Heretic just came out. Like with the maze, the maze house thing going on. It's A24.
There's some new spooky movie that Taylor's talking about. That's some like
Might be that.
No, it's like this old. I don't even know what it's called. I don't know, man. You know, it's a show that I watched for the second time. That's like fantastic. Is it's bro. Have you seen True Story with Kevin Hart on Netflix?
Special?
No. Here's the thing. Okay, it's a drama series.
Oh,
It's not
I know what
funny.
you're talking about, yeah.
It's not funny, but he plays a comedian in the show. But I think bro, if y'all haven't seen True Story, it's like 8 episodes with Kevin Hart, and it is phenomenal. Phenomenal. It's got Wesley Snipes in it. Blade. Damn. Christian, what's going on 3D? Can you talk about
3D?
that?
Yeah. I'm in the process of finalizing my new partnerships. So we're getting the contract drafted up and everything. So that.
Give the cliff notes of like.
Cliff Notes. Last few years, I haven't talked about it. Finally talked about it because we got wrapped up with all the lawyer stuff. I got 100% equity of 3D as of like today. I'm 100% owner. But
Did you ever say earlier on that like how much you owned, or you just said that you had partners?
no, yeah, I was 60% ownership. Had 2 partners at 20%. They started Congo Brands, which then started Prime with Logan Paul. And when Prime Hydration launched Prime Energy, I was pissed because it looked very similar.
Rightfully so.
Had some very similar characteristics. So when we had a contract, me and the partners at the very beginning in 2016, saying that we would not start competing energy drink or energy shot companies. And then I had an exception that I can promote Ghost supplements in that contract. And so when they started Prime, that was like obviously a separating moment. And also when Ghost launched their energy and I chose to stay with Ghost and promote the supplements but not the energy, that was also like the other break. So
there was some tension.
Okay. They ended up giving me 100% equity. So in that case, I wouldn't pursue a lawsuit. So I got equity now, or 100%. Got my new partners lined up. We're already like using their resources to get us plugged in to get rid of our inventory.
Can you dive any into like? So they started with like making other brands, like how that impacted, or like because just because they started, you made people be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I don't want to like give me the 100%. I don't want to like talk down on any of the actions that happened.
The potential wasn't what it could have been because of certain decisions, right?
Yeah, with old partners. I feel like 3D just got put on the back burner, straight up, and it didn't help that we just weren't speaking. So none of the partners were speaking.
Joe, the back burner is another phrase.
I got that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we're exciting stuff. Working on the rebrand, almost done with the new flavor selections and new can designs. Moving to a 12-ounce can, taking out all the natural or all the color ingredient, going all natural with it.
What's like the vision? Like, why do you want to change all these things?
I think it's just a different time now, and if I'm focusing on health and stuff, I want to be sure that product matches. So yeah, these are way better, bro. The new ones taste smoother.
The old ones are great.
Yeah, these are even better, I think. So March, we're gonna go to the Arnold.
Like a booth?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So it'd be like the Raw booth, the Bum booth, and then we'll have 3D in the same like space.
You say the partners are?
Yeah.
I guess we figured it out now.
Chris, Bumstead, and Maddie.
A lot of people don't know about Dom, who Dom
So
is.
Dom and Maddie are like 2 of the business guys behind Raw. Dom is like the CEO of Raw. So Chris does like the marketing, kind of like the that piece of it. Dom's like the on the ground business guy. Just a machine, bro.
Me and Dom been actually we kind of like DM back and forth.
He's a machine.
I like him.
Like he's a shark.
Yeah.
So he's a good business guy. Has a lot of history with like selling companies. Has taken Raw to like
He's crushing it.
they're like 200 plus mil already this year. And when I went to go see them in like 2023, I don't even think they were at 100 mil. So they went from under 100 to 200 plus in a year, which is fucking crazy. So they're taking off, and he's going to help me with his resources, their contacts. We're like sharing some employees from other really good brands that he's recruited and stuff like that to blow up 3D quickly.
Do you know
3D is gonna be a quick thing, bro? As in, like, it's gonna scale really quickly in the next 3 years.
That sounds expensive.
Yeah.
Have you talked to any of the?
Then I'm gonna sell it. Then I'll go golfing with you guys.
There you go.
No. Okay. You know.
You don't have to sell your. I don't sell.
First of all, I actually have a question first. Do you know if have you talked to any of the retailers that you either were in or are kind of in and been like, hey, there's some new shit going on?
And until I made my video, what happened to 3D, a lot of the existing relationships with all the distributors has been pretty bad, very bad.
Yeah.
Because no one just knows what the hell happened to 3D, and it's just been kind of sour taste. So a lot of the last 2 months have been reaching out to all the distributors, getting them a glimpse of what's happening, filling them in. And now it's going to be when we roll out the new cans, we're kind of waiting to really start with a bang as soon as we have those new cans in March-ish. So we're just kind of establishing all the relationships now, getting rid of old inventory, and just getting everyone prepared to take 3D when it comes in.
I feel like everyone's switching to 12-ounce cans.
Smaller cans.
Well, it's less material, so it costs less liquid. A lot of people are doing it, and it turns out you can sell 12 ounces for the same price you can sell 16 ounces, but it costs you less to make 12 than it does 16.
Yeah, I'm a big 12-ounce Monster guy. I like them.
Yeah, 12 ounces
until 3D
nice.
comes back.
I mean, I like 12. I've started to like 12 ounce more than the 16. It's just easier to drink all that.
Yeah, do you up the caffeine in the 12 ounce?
I'm going to keep
just
it at
just less
200.
caffeine?
Yeah, it's just 200. No,
Or are you
still-
on 12
I'm
ounce?
going to keep it at 200.
Yeah, it's
Are
the
you
same.
doing 12?
Yeah.
Oh.
So to be not I don't mean it it'd be all the other brands, but a lot of people are switching to 12.
Yeah, I didn't like drinking that much fluid.
See,
I
I-
get a full-size Monster.
See, I'm the opposite. I like.
Okay, if I'm
the
sitting
extra
down at
fluid.
the office, yes. But if I'm before I work out, I just want to chug an energy drink real quick. It's too much fluid.
Yeah, I like 12.
Yeah, the 12's easier to.
Well, that's
knock
exciting.
Yeah.
But you mentioned you want to build it up and then sell it. So your goal is to sell it.
Goal is to sell 3D. For sure.
See, I never had the goal to sell sour strips. It was always people were telling me that oh, hey, would you ever sell it? Has anyone asked you to sell it? Would you ever sell it, right? But that was never. It was more oh, this really cool brand that I built that I was really in tie with me. Why is your vision to sell it? Is it just because you're oh, it's a business, I want to grow it?
No,
and then
so
make
out
money
of
from
all
selling
the
it?
businesses I have 4: Alfleet, Alfland, Summer Shredding, and the 3D. 3D is the only one of the 4 that I could honestly that would even make sense to really sell and actually take that route.
Yeah.
Because there's a path to that end outcome where if I put my head down, get the right team together, get the right marketing done right now, get it to a healthy revenue goal in 3 years, 2 to 3 years, then I can exit the brand very. There's a very clear route for me to go with a high multiple return rate. So way higher, the energy drinks, being a 5, 6, sometimes even a 7x multiple on top line revenue. That's you don't get that with clothing or with a bodybuilding show or with the gym. Those are all more consistent sources of income I want. But 3D, I want to build up, sell, and maybe keep my shares or we got kind of a plan with it. But got to get it to 100 mil ideally first.
Easy.
Yeah.
You also just have to sell that style of business to the big dogs.
Yeah.
That's not a brand that. Who's the last person that started an energy drink that has stayed around for more than 5 years? I know there's a couple, but
Yeah.
C4 launched an energy drink and then it kind of I just feel it's one of those things. Even if you kill it, it's gonna kind of have a downfall at some point, unless you have a Pepsi or a Coca-Cola or somebody that takes it in and fucking blows it up.
Do you
There's a million energy drinks, but a lot of them you see them for a couple months on the shelves and then they kind of have a little bit lower shelf space and then eventually they kind of fade out.
And I think 3D has I think that brand, it's got it's been around for long enough. It's got its good brand identity to where I think it will do really well as an energy drink. Even for people that don't know about me or the marketing, anything, I think 3D as its own really is a good energy brand.
I agree. I think it's a great
With
product.
good marketing, good team behind it, good collabs and stuff, it'll be solid.
Man, I can't imagine getting into beverages. If you sell it, would you continue on with the other businesses you're doing, or you just start playing golf?
Definitely
Depends
continue
how
on.
much he sells it for.
What would be like? Do you have like a number in your head of
No.
$1 billion? Man,
Well,
That's
if
a
you
lot
do
of
the
money.
math, if we have the goal of getting to 100 million, then a 6 multiplier, and then take your percent. I mean, there's you definitely do some. Numbers,
wouldn't-
but I'm not trying to focus on that.
yeah,
I'm just trying to get it to high revenue, healthy margin.
Yeah. I mean, you want it profitable. I mean, are you?
You also run into the problem here, though. There's only a finite amount of companies at scale that would want to buy it. And all those companies have already bought or are buying big, It's like you end up in like Pepsi already owns Celsius, right?
Yeah, but
Like I sure there's always new companies, but there's only a certain handful of companies that have the cash on hand to spend $800 million on another beverage, and they already own your competitors.
yeah, but you also got to look at it as like a lot of companies want to expand their portfolio, right? So look at KDP, Keurig Dr Pepper. They just recently acquired Ghost, or at least the majority of it, and then they're going to buy a part now and then a part in a few years. But they also own a significant share in Nutrabolt, which is C4 Cellucor. Like they're so they it's which is their competitors.
That's all it is. It ends up being like the big conglomerates want to just like own more of the brands. Like those are the people that are interested. You know?
What do you think about him selling? Good idea.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I think it's a long way out from now, but yeah.
Do you think it's a good idea that sold?
First, we got to sell the existing inventory,
100%.
and then
I think the unknown, right? Like a bird in the hand's worth two in the bush kind of thing.
That's
there you
another
go.
phrase.
Yeah, I got that one right. Yeah, no, I think it's one of those things. As long as the number makes sense. But I think we've seen it with social media now. It's like how many people fucking peak. They don't know they're peaking, and then they're on their, it's all brands have that fucking up and down. If you can capitalize and get out on top, great.
It's like
I mean,
the
there's
first
a lot
time
of
ever you
brands
sell
that-
the stock at the top instead of selling at a loss at the bottom.
I don't think you're ever going to look back and like, oh, I shouldn't have sold sour strips, or oh, I shouldn't have sold 3. Like as long as the number is a big number, like
but
go do something else.
The only thing is like I'm super excited about this partnership with Hershey's and like what they can do, and because I want the brand to be this like lifetime brand, and I think Hershey can like ensure that happening a lot more than maybe like the risk of me doing it try to like solo. But I not like no, I don't have any no regrets. But the thing with sour strips is like I had such like an identity tied to it, where like it was like such a cool brand, and I was like, this is the coolest thing. This is the coolest brand that I've ever started in my entire life. And I'm like, can I do this again at some point? But I feel like what's cooler, saying like, oh, I own a candy brand, or being like, oh, I used to start a candy brand, sold a candy brand.
I don't think it matters what's cooler.
It doesn't.
I think the selling thing's cooler. I think saying that Hershey's bought your brand is fucking nuts.
It is kind of nuts.
Yeah, there's something about being in it. It's like I run a candy brand.
Well, yeah, and then you're like, I run it, and then you're like, and I deal with all the stress, and I deal with all the problems, and I deal with all the like the issues and the lawsuits and the like this and that and this and that.
Yeah, from like a businessman money identity place in my head, I'm thinking if I met somebody, like if you say I own Alphalete, I'm like, damn. But if you're like, I sold Alphalete to Nike, I'm like, damn. Like in my head, I think that way is like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking you're richer if you say you sold it to like Adidas or something than if you just say I run it.
Does this mean that I'm like, what do you think I'm gonna say?
I
What?
don't know.
You're going somewhere.
Like now that I've started a company, scaled it
You should start a mastermind.
profitably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Profitably to a high revenue number, sold it to a strategic buyer, right? Have exited the company, still steering the
Still
ship.
dabble.
But like, does that mean that I'm like a super business guru mogul now?
No.
I think my title. I think.
No.
What are you talking about?
No.
That means people should. I think I might start a mastermind.
You should charge like $5,000.
Do you ever feel like I look at a lot of like super businessy gurus and like the way they talk, and then I look at like, I'm like, did I just get really lucky with doing that, or like did I know what I was doing? I think I know what I was doing.
Said a little A, a little B.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Yeah.
Man, that's fucking crazy. Dude, I'm excited for like the next kind of chapter with 3D.
I'm pumped because I feel like I've got tons to work on with each brand, but each one has like a different outcome that I'm trying to get.
How are you going to balance your time with all that stuff? That was the biggest struggle I had.
Yeah.
Was with like Everforward and the
I don't
candy
know,
company.
bro. Me and Heidi are pretty thin right now, to be honest. Like with workload capacity, we're both like stretched pretty thin.
Is Heidi coming on board with 3D? I mean, not, but like if your husband owns it, is she gonna like promote and like? Is there
there's
like a lady side
there's
of
like
it?
more to that chunk of. There's a bigger answer to that, but I can't answer now.
Okay.
It's exciting. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Shit. Well, damn. I mean, I think the girls are going to be here in a bit. I think we kind of.
What are we doing? This is a lame podcast.
What?
Why do we bring this back?
What?
Yeah.
I felt a little off today. I'm
I'm really tired. I need
Listen,
B12.
what I've learned is you can't. You just got.
I like it. I'm just listening. I'll talk more.
Wait, can I bring up the topic that you said I couldn't bring up that I'm going to bring up anyways because I want someone to answer it down below?
What was it?
I went to a smoke shop here in Texas for unrelated reasons. I was just there. And this dude was like, would you like to buy some flour? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, we have flour. We have good quality flour here. And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about, dude? And he like shows me weed. And I said, I'm like, oh, I'm not, I don't really like the Delta 8. Like I'm good. And he's like, no, it's THC. It's regular. It's a good flour. He kept saying flour though. I did notice he wouldn't say weed. He kept saying flour. And he didn't explain it to me, but I'm like, weed is not legal in Texas. How in the fuck is this random dude in Fulshire selling weed in his vape shop?
Bro, every one of those vape shops,
They sell weed. I know, and they say
one.
it. He wouldn't call it weed. He only called it flour, and on the bag it has like fucking notices and stuff.
What if-
And I'm like, what is this loophole? Like, how is a shop selling weed in Texas where it's not legal and
What
getting away
if
with it?
he was a cop and he was baiting you?
Maybe. No, because I've heard this from my cousin lives in Austin. He said in Austin you can just walk into any smoke shop and buy weed. It's just like it's a different weed, but it's not.
They definitely sell weed.
It looks like a duck. It quacks like a duck. It's a duck, right? Like it
That's
just
another
looked like
phrase.
weed. It smelled like weed. It was weed. But the guy said it was flour, high quality flour.
So what'd you
Someone
do?
that understands. I didn't buy it, but someone that understands this.
I said, are you a cop? You legally have to tell
I would
me.
like to know. You had mentioned at one point the loophole was like, oh, if it's not lit on fire yet, it's technically a different version.
I think there's
of-
some science shit that goes on.
Okay, but
I deep dive in the internet on everything, so I pretty much know a little bit of nothing about most things.
My argument here is like, all right, if that's the case, like it's not lit on fire yet, that's why it's not. Then I'm like, everyone in jail for weed in Texas should be let out immediately.
They-
It's
they-
like that's
they-
a bullshit loophole.
They lit it on fire.
I mean,
I would be pissed if I was in jail.
yeah, I'm like, if you went to jail because you had, I don't know, 5 grams of weed on you, and now all of a sudden there's this loophole, like, well, if it wasn't on fire, it's not illegal. Like, what? Wait, really? Like, everyone in jail for weed should get out immediately.
That's fact.
Yeah. I don't know. If you know how this loophole's
You want to
working.
tell Kamala that?
Hey, speaking of let out of jail,
Yeah.
Biden, his last
No, he
thing,
didn't let him out of jail. He took him off death row. Look, I'm all for, like, fuck Biden, but...
I'm talking about the Hunter Biden.
Oh.
What were you talking about?
Joe Biden commuted, basically there's like 40 people on death row, and he commuted 37 of them into like life in prison, took them off of death row. And they're like rapists, murder, like they're not, they're like one of them's a serial killer. One of them killed like 4 kids.
What was his reasoning behind that?
I don't know. Part of his like clemency program. I don't know. I don't think they've actually given a reason. They're getting a lot of shit for it.
So they're saying the death penalty is inhumane, so we should
I think that's what he was getting at here, but now people are like,
like tax dollars.
yeah, like now we have to pay for these like the scum, like the worst people in the world. Now we're like, they're letting them live until their old age and paying for their food and shit. Like, why would you? Very strange thing to do.
Best show out there right now?
Yeah.
The Penguin. You just said
Oh,
Scum.
I
It made me
watched
think of it.
2 episodes.
I need to rewatch that.
finish it.
People
So good.
people have been saying the
10
Jackal.
out of 10.
Landman apparently is really good too.
The Penguin.
That's what Taylor was talking
HBO
about.
Max.
Yeah.
Yeah,
10 out of
it's
10.
a limited series. I watched the first episode. I need to watch the rest of them.
Hey, kind of related.
Well, there's more seasons coming.
Is there? I thought it was limited.
No.
oh,
You sure?
No.
did you watch that Batman? Have you seen the Batman movie with that penguin in it? Because that's a great movie.
I mean, I've seen a lot of Batmans throughout the years.
The Robert Patterson, the newest one.
Oh,
Robert Peterson.
Patterson.
Yeah.
You need to watch that if you're going to watch
the
the
pan situation.
If you're going to watch the Penguin, that's the movie the Penguin's in. Like
First
that's
of all,
his character's in there.
First of all, don't tell me what to do.
Okay.
It's a good show. That's a good
I didn't
show.
know it was what's his name until
Colin
the show.
Farrell?
Yeah, in the movie I had no clue it's Colin Farrell until
Yeah.
the show came out. I was like, holy shit, it's Colin Farrell. What was I saying?
You ever seen The Phone Booth with Colin Farrell? Great movie.
No.
The whole movie's just in the phone booth.
Haven't seen that.
The whole he's
Like
just
stressful or what?
no. It's kind of like I think there's like a threat, and they're basically like, "Don't hang up this phone." And he's in the phone booth, and
That's
he's like,
stressful.
"It would be kind of
It's a
stressful."
thriller. I recently, for some dumb reason, started watching Prison Break.
Ooh, best show.
I tried getting back into that. It's so old.
I'm
now.
on like season 3. It's just, it's so, I get when it was out, it was cool, but like now it's like hard to watch. Like the CGI is terrible.
that's
like
why-
the acting's so bad.
That's why people really tell me that Blacklist is like a phenomenal show.
I like Blacklist.
But to start it is so
Yeah.
old. I'm like, it's so dated that it's hard to
know
watch
what I
the
don't get?
dated show.
I get like CGI obviously is a lot better now. Like we have more money and technology.
where you're
to throw
going.
at
I
these
know where you're
things.
going with this.
But why is the acting bad? If you watch like old TV shows like Blacklist and stuff like that, it's like the acting has gotten so much better. Like new age actors are so much better at acting than they were 20 years ago.
Look at like basketball players like 30 years ago.
High curve.
I mean, there were really talented like movie actors and stuff, but I've noticed that like all the popular, like 24, like all the popular shows from the early 2000s, the acting is so bad. Like their lines suck. They fucking look at the camera. It's like, what are y'all doing?
Maybe they didn't know.
Maybe. What's the first TV show y'all saw that you were like, this set the fucking bar? Like for me, it was probably Sons of Anarchy. I think Sons of Anarchy was the first show where I'm like,
Breaking Bad.
yeah, same. Like where the production value was like noticeably higher than every other show. And it was like, or Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones kind of set that bar.
Game of Thrones, I'm not watching. I try. No. Taylor's gonna try to get me to watch Yellowstone.
You would like Game of Thrones.
Yellowstone's good.
There's a lot of wieners in Game of Thrones. Like at least 20 wieners.
This is a long one though when you get in it.
Game of Thrones?
I don't like shows that I like playing games like
With wieners?
with like
Maximus.
like medieval and stuff.
Yeah.
But TV shows and movies,
Why? You don't like Lord of the Rings?
not really.
Oh my God.
No.
What about The Hobbit?
I don't really like war movies.
What?
Yeah, I don't like.
So
war.
you never seen Braveheart? You didn't give me shit for not seeing Braveheart. You haven't.
I don't think you've seen
I'm
it.
not like a. I've seen it like one time.
Wait, Zero Dark 30? You ever seen that movie?
Which one's
I've
that?
seen that one.
That's the one with fucking Jim from The Office. It's about like the guys that got fucked over by Hillary Clinton and the whole.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, that's a great. That's
think I
a, wait.
watched
Is
that.
that Zero Dark 30? I think it is the Benghazi thing. That's like a 10 out of 10. That's a wonderful movie.
I don't know. And then like Yellowstone, it like I already know every episode's gonna be like, your horse came onto my land. Now it's my horse. No, you better give me that horse back. No, my land. Pew pew pew. You're dead.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pretty sure the first fucking episode is like cows get out and go onto like the Native
Yeah,
Americans'
yeah.
land.
That's
Yeah,
what-
you're not wrong.
That's what it's gonna be like.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
my cows now.
You want to
I
ride
haven't
this here
finished it.
horse? Son?
And then Game of Thrones is just gonna be like, you have dishonored my queen, so now you must battle me on the land with my sword and my dragon.
That does happen a couple times.
You dishonored me. Ah.
cut the
You
head
should.
off.
Game of Thrones is good. Game of Thrones is great. House of the Dragons maybe even better.
What?
Dude, you haven't watched it?
Heidi just didn't like it. So we
House of
stopped
the Dragon
watching
is
it.
so good, dude. You got to get through it. It's a little slow.
The
but
next season, the newest season,
Yeah.
kind of boring.
What? What?
I don't know.
All right.
How dare thee?
Episode 101 in the books. Joe said it sucked.
I don't think it sucked. It was just a little low energy. I'm tired. I'm a little low energy.
You know why? Because
Yeah.
I have to bring all of the
I
topics.
have some topics.
You can
Next
save it
time.
for episode
Okay.
102.
All right, I got it.
Because I feel like if I stop talking about topics, y'all just sit there and wait for me to ask the next question.
For sure.
Yeah, because you're trying to lead. You said, "Hey guys, you chill. I'm the leader here," and you're not
This
fucking
is
leading.
your podcast.
You're a bad
I,
leader.
I can do it, but I'm almost like, what if y'all want to talk about some stuff?
Hey, I vote. Talking about being leaders, we should take over Fulshire. I'll run for fucking mayor. You could be governor or some shit. We can run the whole.
Taylor can be HOA, head of
I
HOA.
would like to be HOA president, honestly. That's what you should do. Now you have nothing to do. You should just turn into HOA president. Start sending people notices about their trash cans and shit.
Bro, people.
I
think,
noticed you left
people
the
think
package
because I
on
sold
your
the company,
fucking
I'm
door.
just gonna like do nothing all day.
What'd you do yesterday?
Nothing. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a holiday.
No, I know. I did.
It
I
was
did
a holiday.
All right. In the comments, are y'all gonna commit to like filming?
Bro, that's not.
I am, yeah. I mean, it's going to get a little awkward when you have the new house and the
I just-
podcast studio's there. He's going to drive.
I need flexibility here because like I can't do every Thursday at X time. Like I just need some. I can do it, but I just need. some
today's
flexibility.
Saturday.
I know, but like I need flexibility every week because like
I'm a
schedule's
flexible
not,
guy.
like,
I'm good.
That open all the time.
Why don't we just create?
Worst case scenario,
A
we need
schedule.
a B team Christian. And in the event he can't make it, we need another guy to sit in the seat.
Guys, I'm going to Aspen, before I'm going with you guys.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I'm
Winter
going
Park.
for a warm-up trip
Same.
in January.
Who's going to
Same.
Aspen?
Dom and Chris and them.
It's crazy how I didn't get invited.
Wait,
to
when
that.
are you going?
Like last week of January.
I'm going to be in Winter Park last week of January.
That's crazy.
So I should drive.
I'm going to be at Daryl's
Aspen.
wedding.
I was hoping I'd be warming up and y'all wouldn't be.
No, I'm going-
snowboarding,
I'm
so I
going
could like
once before
do
y'all.
it with you guys the week after.
Bro, I have my custom snowboard comes in next week. And I got my step-in bindings.
I'm gonna be so jealous.
Yeah, you're gonna be strapping in.
I'm
you
going to
have
be way
step-in?
better than all of y'all. No, I ratchet.
Okay,
I'm
I'll
old
just-
school,
I'll just
dude.
do that.
I'm too good for the step-ins. All right, when I'm doing backside 720s and shit, can't be having my step-ins fall off.
Joe actually is pretty good at snowboarding.
I can't do backside
I know.
720s.
And here's the weirdest thing, because I have to give him a compliment, is he actually also like looks really cool snowboarding too. Like
Yeah.
the way
You gotta be
like,
fluid, dude.
Yeah,
You gotta be fluid.
I'm still like stiff, and Joe's just
Yeah.
like, well, I'm Joe. Blah.
That's what I say while I'm snowboarding.
I might be equal to you after my
no,
warm-up
no
trip.
chance.
No.
You know
No.
what? You know what, Christian? I hope that you are.
To be fair,
I went down to black.
I
last
haven't
time.
seen Christian snowboard
you
since
fall
I
down
took
it?
him the first
No.
time. But I saw a video of you on Heidi's story like 2 years ago.
Not that good.
He can keep up with me.
Yeah, I can't.
I think I'm like better if we go in like the park or we're like in trees and stuff. But for the most part, like I can't lose Max on the trail.
You're damn
David-
straight.
Are you better than David? You and David are probably pretty close.
If I would say that David, I would give David the edge. I think he's marginally better than me, but I don't think he's vast. I think you're much better than me overall. I don't think
I don't
David's
think so.
much better.
I think I just have a less likely chance of fucking up. I think you can keep up with me all day, but I think I fall less than you on accident.
I would
Like
give
I think I have
myself
less
a-
like fuck ups.
6'7" would be my rating.
No, I would say I'm like a 7. Wait,
Then
am
I'm
I
like-
am I a 10 on the scale, or is like
if
a
you're
pro
like a
snowboarder
9,
a 10?
I'm like a 6.
Where is like professional snowboarders?
Like 15.
Where does your scale end?
how about
Where are we-
how about if you're a 10? on
if
this
I'm a
scale?
10, I'd say you're probably a 7 or an 8, and I'd say you're
6.5.
I haven't seen. I don't know. Last time I saw you, you were fucking
Yeah, it
going
has
down
been a long
sideways the whole
time.
time.
It has
Yeah,
been
I'm
a
way
while.
better than that.
I'm excited for that trip. We can talk about that trip in the next pod.
Yeah.
But why don't we just create a schedule? Like, hey, on
Because, bro,
He said he's
every
fluid. He's
week,
gotta be fluid.
Every week, my shit changes.
Yeah.
okay. Well,
But I'm down.
During the week is easier for me. If
yeah, but there also has to be
we're
enough
counting
time
them.
from the last pod, so we have like stuff. We usually like current events and stuff.
I can.
I think
I'll
like
take care of
2
it.
to 3 a month would be good.
Oh, okay. So not every week. Maybe we'll aim for
I think-
one a week.
I think 2 a month is good. It's 100 episodes in a year, bro. No, it's not.
What?
That's not at all.
That was some great
That's
math.
24 in a year.
You own companies?
Yeah, I don't know. Pod's back. How consistent will we be? I don't know. Just know that I will always be available and down. And if an episode is missed, it is 100% these guys.
As long as there's more pods than there are my YouTube videos, we're good.
That's guaranteed to happen. But hit the thumbs up button for the bros back on Don't Be Sour. New episodes occasionally or very consistently. What?
We haven't talked about your new dog. We missed a lot of topics.
I know.
Next one.
Yeah,
there's
I
a
got-
lot. I'm thinking right now. There's like 10 other things that we should have talked about.
We got a new dog.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah, she's pissing all over the place, man. She pissed on the couch
Shitting on
twice.
these walls, Ray.
How long did Nala? You said you just let Nala.
Nala
like,
was a while.
You said she just like pooped around your apartment, like in the
Before she
apartment.
got her shots, yeah.
You think the shots
cleaned
stop
it
the
up.
poop?
No, it was like she didn't have. She was too
Like,
young.
she didn't
was like
parvo.
5.5, 6 weeks.
Oh, and you didn't have like a yard or anything to take her
no
out. in.
yard. So I had to wait till like 8 weeks.
Yeah. Damn.
Senna was good in like 3 to 4 months, but there was still an occasional accident up until about a year, and then never again. It's like one day she just clicked in her head like, oh, I shouldn't pee in the house, and then never.
It'll be
happened again.
exactly 2 months from when we get the dog to when we're going snowboarding. And my plan is to bring her as well. But if she's not potty trained,
Well, she pisses on the plane.
she won't piss on the plane.
She pissed on your couch.
You're bringing the dogs
100% dudes coming.
to Aspen?
That's why I got the. That's. I mean, I wanted a cool travel experience, but I got the plane.
What
for the-
plane?
What? I chartered a plane for this.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't know this?
No.
You're in our group chat.
Yeah.
There was pictures of a private
And
jet.
we're
fucking plane?
Yeah. I want
Oh my god,
Max is rich as fuck.
bro.
No. No. Hold on, real fast. No.
I
No.
appreciate the treat.
No. This is literally like I want. This trip is to like celebrate the sail. Like I wanted to do something that was like really cool that we could all have like a cool memory. And I mean, it's expensive, but I wanted to like bring dude and bring the dogs and have all the friends and like travel really easily. And
Wait, is anybody
whose
else bringing
are
dogs or
coming?
just
Yeah,
you?
Just you.
No,
right?
just dude and Dolly, but maybe not Dolly, but dude's definitely coming. But I was like, I want dude to go. So yeah, I chartered a plane. It leaves out of Sugar Land Airport. It's like right around the house.
Holy shit. Damn.
Yeah.
You didn't know this?
Taking a thumbnail with that one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There will be fucking 3 videos coming out of that.
No, this is. we can talk about it a little bit
There's
after.
no
the
way David's going when they're having their baby.
No, that's
they're
the
bringing
thing.
the baby.
There's no
Okay,
way.
ideally
bro.
though, I think they thought the baby would already be at this rate. The baby might be fucking still being Julia
the
by
baby's happening today or tomorrow. They're gonna like
Is it?
induce her if it doesn't
Yeah.
happen by today or tomorrow. She's
There's
like,
no way you can be a month and a half into having a baby.
It'll be a 2-month-old baby.
There's no way, bro. That's
Yeah,
just so much
she's,
stress on
She's
Julia.
not going snowboard. She's just hanging out at the house. We got a nice Airbnb.
then. Yeah, hold up. While we're on
guess,
this
I
topic,
guess.
now we're just fucking going on a rant here. But does Heidi like to snowboard?
I mean, yeah, but
Because-
she's not going to be like into like.
Well, no, because I guess so. Julia's obviously not with the baby. Taylor kind of made it sound like she didn't really even want to. She's kind of hoping she's not going to ski. She said maybe one of the days she'll go skiing. So like Amanda really wants to go skiing, but now she's like, oh, like if none of the girls are going to ski, I don't want to ski. So I'm
Here's
like,
the
will
thing.
Heidi go with
There's
Amanda?
a-
Because otherwise, like,
Hey,
Probably not.
hey,
Probably
hey.
stay with
Yeah.
I got a potential solution.
yeah,
Anzi, you know Anzi?
yeah.
He's wanting to go on a trip, and I told him I think he's wanting to go on a trip around that time, and I was like, bro, you should just meet us in Vail, and him and his girlfriend are going, and he made a comment about the girls snowboarding because she likes to snowboard,
Yeah.
so maybe if he meets up with us, then she can.
Because I don't want to sound like an asshole and she's going to watch this. I don't want to get stuck snowboarding with Amanda all day. Because I'm going to get stuck. No, but you know how it is. Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but like when you're teaching someone to snowboard,
Heidi, God, I have to wait on her every single
it's
time.
just like it. I'm not gonna say it ruins my day, but like I won't snowboard at all. That entire day, it'll be me going 10 feet down the mountain, turning around. Okay, now come this way. Okay, 10 feet down the mountain. Okay, now it's not a fun thing to teach somebody to snowboard. It's a very long time consuming. So I'm hoping the girls can just kind of, and the men can play golf.
Here's what I
We're
want.
real gambling trips.
You know, this trip is to celebrate the sail with all of our friends, and we're hanging out and have a great time. And I want this trip to be. I don't want stress. I don't want anyone getting bothered by anything. I want
you
to
guys,
you wait for
you
David.
guys stress me out. I don't get
dude,
stressed.
Wait till you have vacation. Have you been on a trip with David?
No.
He's
David is a high energy. David's like a chihuahua.
I'm going to do my thing.
We went snowboarding and like every 5 David's like, y'all ready? Y'all ready to go? I'm ready. Y'all want to go? Let's go right now. Where you going? I love you, David. But he like when he wants to go do something, he will fucking nag you until you get, which I appreciate though, because it
just
gets us
saying,
out.
I'm not a, yeah.
Because
but
otherwise, to be fair, like if he didn't do that, it would take us all 4 hours to get ready to go snowboard and shit. So I do appreciate that he's very like, let's go, it's time to go.
Well, it's because he really likes to snowboard.
I really like to snowboard too.
Yeah.
I like to snowboard.
We're all gonna have a little place in Aspen.
Well, yeah. We're gonna have a sick time. It's gonna be cool. And I'm getting a private chef for Valentine's Day to cook for everyone.
What's he cooking?
I don't know. We have to select all the menu, but it's be like a bunch of like steaks, chicken, pot, I mean, a
Nice.
little bit of everything. But I mean, no one has to worry about like at least on Valentine's Day, like didn't have meals prepared, like nice meals, some stuff that like maybe we wouldn't have thought of ourselves. It's gonna be a great time. You know, get a lot of cool memes. But we can talk about it on the pod. But I know I talked about it here, but I was actually debating whether I film it for YouTube at all because I'm like, people get bothered when I talk about any sort of financial thing, and I got this plane for friends as like a celebratory thing for this thing. I'm like, do I film it or is that going to be like?
Yeah, I would film it. At least for your own memory. It's like a once in a lifetime thing.
I thought it'd be cool.
Yeah, I would.
It's gonna be sick. I've never been on a private plane.
I'm going to try to get on my YouTube game next year.
Yeah, where's your last? You had like the 3D video, but
3D video, and I'm chilling till the first.
that's 2 days.
Gotta film.
All right, guys, we're wrapping this one up.
Yeah.
Thumbs up if you liked it. New episodes whenever they come out.
Nice.
Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Eat more sour strips. Never forward.